Okay, let's see how we can differentiate this function. And I know this is going to be a big one, but it's okay because we are doing this together. Just calm down first. We can finish it, okay? And let's just go ahead and work out the quotient rule, and we will also have to use the chain rule. And let's not write down any scratch work, because if we do, it will be a lot. So let's see if we can kind of just work out everything. Here we go. Firstly, let's write down h prime of r. R is the variable. Okay, so let's draw a big fraction bar. We are going to square the bottom first for the quotient rule. So let me put it down right here. 2r plus 1 to the 5th power. This is the original. And we have to square that because the quotient rule says so. Now for the quotient rule, we are going to put down the bottom function. So it's 2r plus 1 raised to the 5th power. And then we are going to multiply by the derivative of the top. So just focus on this. To take the derivative, we do the power rule first, right? Bring the 3 to the front and then minus 1. So it gets 3. And we keep the inside, which is r squared minus 1. And then minus 1 here, which is 2. But we are not done yet, because here is where we have to use the chain rule. We multiply by the derivative inside. Derivative of r squared minus 1 is just 2r, so I'll just multiply 2r right here. So again, this is the derivative for the top. And now, for the second part of the top, we will have to subtract, because this is the quotient rule, we subtract. We keep the top function, which is parentheses r squared minus 1 to the 3rd power, and then we multiply by the derivative of the bottom. So again, we will have to use the power rule first. Bring the 5 to the front, and then minus 1. So we get 5 parentheses 2r plus 1, and then 5 minus 1, we get the 4th power. And lastly, again, chain rule, multiply by the derivative of the inside. The derivative of 2r plus 1 is just a 2. So we multiply by 2 right here. So that's what we have. Wow. Yeah, I know. So take a moment just to take a look. And I know the question is what do we do next, right? Well, here's the thing. We're going to factor things out, because we do see we have some common factors. And then try to simplify as much as possible. So here we go. Let's put down, okay, I see that we have a 2 and 2 in common, so we can factor out that 2 all the way in the front. So I guess that's pretty good. Okay, so that's the blue 2 that we have. And then next, let's factor out this and that. But this is to the 2nd power, this is to the 3rd power, so we can factor out the 2nd power. So let me just put down parentheses r squared minus 1 to the 2nd power. All right? And then here we have the 5th power, right? And then here we have the 4th power. So let's factor out the 4th power. So put down parentheses 2r plus 1 to the 4th power. I think that's all the things that we can factor. So now I'm going to put down parentheses. For the first part, we have the 2r plus 1 to the 1st power left. So I'll put that down right here, 2r plus 1, right? Because we took out 4 of them, we have 1 more right here. And we also have the 3 and also the r. So I'll just put this down right here, 3r, like that. Yeah, that's all we have. And then we are going to minus. This is out, but only 2 of them, so we have 1 more of this. So we have r squared minus 1. Yeah, and then we have the 5. I'll put it here. The 2 is out, and this quantity is out right here as well. So that's what we have. And then all divided by, to the 5th power, to the 2th power, just multiply the powers. So on the bottom, we get 2r plus 1 to the 10th power. Now, let's see what we can do. This and that can reduce, right? So they cancel. And of course, 4 minus 10 is negative 6, and you just keep down the bottom. So this bracket becomes the 6th power. So that's pretty good. And now for this power, we can actually multiply the out and kind of simplify it. So we see 3r times 2r is 6r squared. And then we have plus 3r. And then distribute, we get minus 5r squared, and then plus 5. And then this and that together is r squared, and then plus 3r, and then plus 5. And that's the most that we can do. Yeah, and then that's it. Yeah, I will just write down the final answer for you guys. So finally, we have 2 parentheses r squared minus 1 squared. And then we have all that, which is r squared plus 3r plus 5. And all divided by this to the 6th power. So all divided by 2r plus 1 raised to the 6th power. And this is it. Now do it.